John Myro here with Broadband Video. Part 2 in our NewTV production series. We've essentially broken down the production of video for the internet, live video, into 3 components: production, distribution, promotion, and attraction. And what we'll be doing today is talking about part number 2, which is distribution. Let's say you've actually got the whole production part taken care of. You figured out cameras and where you're going to do it and who your talent is and what your subject is and how you're going to switch it and how you're going to make it look good. You've sort of got all those things done. So now where do you go from there? Well, the first place you've got to look at is to a content delivery network. In other words, you've got your content, you're going to get it out to the web. How are you going to do that? Okay, well, there's a whole bunch of content delivery networks that will be happy to take your money and sell you bandwidth and stream your materials. There's big players in the industry like Akamai, Limelight, Internap, those kind of guys. There's a lot of smaller companies who will be happy to help you with that. Their rates are generally less. They sometimes don't offer as much. There are also free services like Ustream, Livestream, Vidal, FreedoCast. All these services, just do a Google search on free streaming. A lot of folks come to me and say, well, I've heard that I can just stream on YouTube Live and that'll work. Well, you can to a certain point if you are if you're a YouTube partner. If they've asked you to be a partner and you've signed up, at a certain point when your channels get enough views, then you'll be given the ability to stream live, which is kind of strange considering they're using a metric of VOD to determine whether or not they're going to allow you to do live streaming. But anyway, neither here nor there. Another way to do it is Google Plus. Allows you to stream live into YouTube. The problem with that is it's not to a fixed spot. In other words, if you're using a content delivery network or you're using one of the live streamers, you have a channel and you can embed a player, and that's where your live stream will go to. Using Google Plus or YouTube Live, the player isn't actually created until you sort of do the stream. Also, one of the issues that would be with streaming live to Google Plus or YouTube is that I don't know if you've ever tried to contact Google about anything, but if you have a problem, good luck with that. If you're using a mid-tier CDN, content delivery network, generally there's a 1-800 number. They have a helpline. There's a huge FAQ on what you can do and how you can make it work. So in terms of the way sort of we think about being able to go live, you probably want to run live over a private CDN, but then take the show itself and cut it up into digestible chunks and put it up on YouTube. So let's talk about that as part of our distribution scenario here. Okay, so we've got the content delivery network here. That has one of our dollar signs on it, so that's a cost point there. You're going to have a website that's associated with this show or this production. There's our website right there. There's your embedded player in the website. There's that dollar sign again, because that's going to become something you want to consider in terms of cost. Are you going to stream to Facebook? A lot of people are streaming directly to Facebook. Is that a good thing for you? You can invite lots of people. Are they going to come? You can play around with Facebook. Interesting stuff going on there. And then, of course, we have mobile down here, tablets, iPhones, Droids, that sort of things. There's a dollar sign associated with that. Generally, most CDNs will allow a simple flash stream for a certain amount of money. But when you get to the point where you're like, okay, I've got to go to all devices at all times, there's more cost associated with that. Over here we have the dreaded pay-per-view. Costs money to set up pay-per-view. Some places will do a rev share with you. Lots of different issues around pay-per-view. Understand that in the pay-per-view space, pretty much you're going to have about a 90% audience fall off if you say, I'm charging for this event. So if you're going to have 1,000 people that were going to come and watch your event for free, you might get 100 that will pay for it, maybe, if it's something that they're very interested in. So, pay-per-view, a lot of people think, well, I'm going to set this up, I'm going to make a lot of money. Unless it's sort of financial stuff, very essential information, or some other types of information that we won't go into here, you're going to have a hard time with pay-per-view. Generally people, there's that whole thing, everything on the web is free, so, sort of using pay-per-view is a tough deal. So you've got your content delivery going on. You've decided how you're going to stream out and where it's going to go, and then you've got to the final part of this distribution is to archive and cut stuff up and put it up on YouTube so people can find it. You take these clips and you embed them in a part of your website, so you get that if people discover you on YouTube, then they discover your website and all the rest of your content. You want to make sure that your clips are well described, that the headline is well done, that there's keywords, that your paragraph links back to your website. There's all sorts of things for doing video SEO on YouTube. Anyway, that's all for today. That's the distribution portion of our talk on new online television. I'm Jock Myro for Broadband Video. Hope to see you soon. Thanks a lot.